नित्यानन्देश्वर महासदाशिव समारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरि आदिशक्तिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्य पर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis sitting with us all over the world. Yesterday I opened up few statements about what is happening in last few days. The physics circuits, chemistry circuits, biology circuits. These are the three words I used yesterday. Circuit means the energy current which makes some unique happening as reality, which can be produced on any living consciousness, including Stavara and Jangama. Listen, in Hindu tradition, plants which does not move, but grow, stones which does not move or grow, even all of them considered to be conscious. Please understand. Frequency of the consciousness is different, but all of them are also considered to be conscious. So, the circuit means an energy map which makes certain happenings which can be reproduced in any living consciousness. Now let me come to the word physics, chemistry, biology. Listen. When I use the word physics, I mean reality, means which is happening. Biology means a resource from which this is happening. Chemistry means action or reaction which makes this to happen. Listen. Physics is happening. Biology is the resource from which it is happening. Chemistry is the action or reaction which is responsible for this happening. Physics means you are manifesting a power. The power is manifesting. That is physics. Biology means the resource, the consciousness from which you manifest the powerful cognition. That resource is biology. You. Chemistry means when that powerful cognition manifests in you, the action and reaction which makes this power manifestation happen. chemistry is the bridge between biology and physics. Physics circuit, chemistry circuit, biology circuit. All these three listen carefully. Physics circuit, chemistry circuit, biology circuit. All these three fields have been explored by our ancient masters, our great visionaries, science of all these circuits only is our Vedas and Agamas. Actually, I did not expect you guys to understand even one statement. And I am also very clear. I will be understood more and more only in course of time. I am way ahead of my time. Of course, all visionaries have to be way ahead of their time. That is what is the definition of visionary. And all visionaries have to be way ahead of their time. No other way. Because it is vision that becomes mission. Much of my satsangs are neither news reading nor movie. It is just getting documented for the purpose of the future. I am putting it in record, getting documented for the purpose of future research and development. Understand now, maybe this definition of physics, this definition of chemistry, this definition of biology is going to be analyzed, researched for years. This is the definition of physics, chemistry, biology from the cosmic perspective, from the perspective of the cosmos. All happening is physics. All karana, reason, action and reaction for the happening is chemistry. The base in which both are happening, the resource is biology. Why it is called resource, you know? It is the source which can be replenished. The source which need not be replenished will be called as source, which is consciousness. The source, but not in its pure form, which is replenished again and again, is resource. Biology is not pure consciousness. It is like source which need to be replenished again and again, which is replenished again and again. That is why I am using the word resource for biology. Now let me define exactly what is happening. I am seeing many circuits related to physics, like how our masters used aircrafts for interplanetary travel and interspace travel. And I wanted to tell, maybe sooner or later, science will prove no human being has gone to moon. No one has gone to moon. It's all story. No one has walked on moon. There's no air station outside the Vali Mandala, the breathing space of planet Earth. Man, as on now, has not moved out of the breathing space of planet Earth. Let it be on record. Time will prove I am right. The happening called physics, like battery of Agastya, aircraft circuits of Bharadwaja, all this are opening up, getting downloaded. One of the first thing I saw, many of the blind spots the so-called modern science is not able to solve, all those questions and that answers are coming up. I am seeing like a conscious bubble, how that water bubbles come and open up. Like that, the conscious bubbles coming up and opening up. I saw one unique circuit. It just like popped up in the brain and started moving all over the body. Understand, when I am using this word, you should not understand as this brain and this body. You should understand as cosmic brain, that Brahma, Hiranyagarbha, and moving in the whole cosmos. The revelation when that movement was happening was, human beings do not know to store the electricity without reducing its intensity. Understand? Still human beings don't know to store electricity without reducing its intensity. It is still a blind spot for human beings. Because from the ancient texts, when they translated and tried to grasp and grab, these guys who were trying to grab and grasp, their brain was not that evolved. The brain grooves were not that evolved. Understand? only a brain grown in vegetarian body. When I say vegetarian body, at least last 3-4 generations the body should have been vegetarian. Understand? I am not trying to create any conflict. As a scientist, I have to tell you the truth. If you are born from a family where hereditary vegetarians, you are the most blessed body. You have the best body for this kind of experiments. I am telling you. I am not trying to put others into depression, and I am not trying to put others into low mood and all that. When I need to reveal the truth, I have to reveal the truth. If you are born from a vegetarian family, at least where few generations, they were all vegetarians, and you are also a vegetarian, I tell you, if the Vedas are inserted into your system, the agamic circuits are inserted into your system, without any blind spots, it becomes reality. These so-called grabbers, they did not have a passion to take few brahmanas and make them teach. Our brahmanas are such a sweet people. You give them food, they will teach you. I tell you. They would not have asked for royalty. But these dogs want to grasp and kill us. Does not want to give the credit to us. That is where the whole problem is. If these dogs were just giving food, we would have taught everything. Cheap fellows. Cheap fellows. Stealing the knowledge and not giving water to that mouth. That is the way our knowledge has been stolen. Once a Brahmana has taught everything, he was just killed. You don't know what our ancestors went through in the hands of knowledge thieves and women thieves. The lusty dogs one side, killing our Kshatriyas for our women, beautiful women, and DNA. Knowledge thirsty thieves were literally killing our men Brahmins after taking the knowledge. But the fools did not have patience to grasp the whole thing. If they had little patience, our Brahmanas were so intelligent. Even if somebody is non-vegetarian body, they would have trained that body, purified it with a pure ghee. I tell you, ghee smoke, if you inhale, all the parasites of the non-vegetarian will leave your system. Ghee smoke. Burn ghee and rice and inhale that smoke. All the parasites built in your system due to non-vegetarian lifestyle will leave your system. We had amazing methodologies to cleanse the body, and anybody who burns the ghee and rice every day and inhales that smoke will have the brain cleansed by all the non-vegetarian toxins and parasites. Their brain will become capable of developing subtle grooves which can understand all these cosmic circuits. These fools were not, I tell you. all the royalty money and all the pride of being the source of education was snatched by our poor Brahmins, snatched from our poor Brahmins. It is actually how, when a mother delivered a baby, she is still in that ecstasy. Understand one more thing. The whole science of delivery, Sadashiva very clearly says, during delivery, no organic body goes into coma. It is a lie taught to you. She actually becomes alive because she is Devi at that time. Devi in action. Understand? Biology, chemistry, physics of Devi, all three are at action when she is delivering a baby. She can't go into coma. It's lies taught to us. When she is delivering a baby, she is in ecstasy, and thieves come and steal the baby before even letting her get down from her ecstasy and defend. That is the way knowledge was stolen from our simple, naive Brahmanas. And just we should not question them. That is the reason so much of atrocities against Brahmanas. This whole untouchability. What are they talking? Not a single documentation is there where Brahmana Shudra war. Tell me a single documentation, Brahmana Shudra war. You can't suppress a group forever and all. Understand? The para, the ultimate. Of course, Vedics call it Parabrahman, Vaishnavites call it Paramapada, Shaivites call it Parashiva. The para. Para is the space from which all this ultimate is revealed, constantly released for downloading. Any body which replenishes itself with the consciousness of para downloads. It is like if you just pump the water from the ocean, you get the pearls, fishes, everything from the ocean. If you take your conscious inspiration from the para, understand, purpose of your existence, whatever you believe is purpose of your existence, that is para for you. If you believe money is the purpose of your existence, you will sleep in that mood. That is your para. That is what replenishes you. It's called karana. Parakarana. For somebody, if the cosmic consciousness is the para for their existence, they get replenished every day when they sleep or fall into that space, they get replenished from that para. When that para replenishing happens, the pearls, diamonds, Everything which comes along with that is what the circuits I am revealing to all of you. Understand? If you suck the water from ocean, you will get pearls, even sharks coming in that water. Same way, constantly when I replenish myself into that para, the circuits of physics reality and circuits of chemistry reality and circuits of biology reality getting downloaded is what I am sitting and sharing with you all. I'll first explain this whole happening, because these precise details I am giving are recorded in many of the Puranas, in the Shastras, especially in the Naimisharanya. If you read the intimate conversations between rishis, the question answers, rishis asking questions and the senior rishis answering, acharyas answering. If you listen to all that, whatever now I am talking, you will understand very precisely the circuits of aircraft, circuits of Bharadwaja, battery circuits of Agastya, all that. See, when I was seeing the battery circuit of Agastya, one of the important thing I saw getting downloaded, soon I will establish in physics form, means already chemistry has happened, biology, it has come into the biology system and the chemistry opening up has happened. Now I'll make it into reality as a physics. I'll tell you the blind spot why human beings are not able to store the electricity without reducing its intensity, because their brain is not at all capable to understand the higher intensity does not need to be reduced for continuity. Listen, non-veg brain knows only ups and downs. It cannot be in up continuously. Listen. Only a person who knows continuous up is possible. He can grasp without reducing the intensity. Continuity is possible. Never a common brain understands intensity and continuity, infinity and continuity. Some of the major scientists and their theories I am debunking. E equal to not mc square, cannot be mc square. What is mc square? The difference between intensity and continuity. What is energy? What is matter? Matter is continuity, energy is intensity. MC. What do you call as matter? Anything continue. What do you call as energy? Anything intense. The intensity and continuity is separate for a non-veg crooked brain which has seen only ups and downs. Only a vegetarian brain which can retain the experiences continuously without losing the intensity can understand M and C is not MC, it is MC. Understand? brain which cannot grasp MC calls us M and C. MC cannot be squared because it is not M and C. Listen, any up cannot continue is the root pattern of non-veg brain. Only a vegetarian brain, organic brain, which has grown organically, can understand intensity and continuity are not only opposites, they are not two different things. See, this Western symbol of infinity itself is intensity and continuity's conflict, ups and downs. Eastern symbol of infinity is this only. Eastern symbol of infinity is linga, bindu. This only. No ups and downs. Western symbol of infinity is this, ups and downs, conflict. Because intensity and continuity cannot be grasped by non-veg brain. Sometimes people try to tell me, oh, in Vedic time also people were non-vegetarian. Understand? By non-availability, sometimes some groups might have eaten, that is recorded in the Vedic tradition, but that was not a recommended food for anybody who wants to explore this science. So listen carefully. Intensity and continuity. Now I have clearly said, intensity is energy, continuity is matter. That's all. It means all continuity is certain intensity and all intensity is certain continuity. All M is C and all C is M. All C, even while they were C, M. All M, even while they were M, C. Brain, which can grasp intensity and continuity, will not be two word or two experience or two definition. A brain which can perceive intensity and continuity are not two separate. That brain can draw the circuit and handle electricity, store it without reducing its intensity. One more funny thing you need to know. Agastya puts a battery circuit. The funny thing is, the initial charging of that battery has to be done by the person who makes it. His body, his biocurrent, bioenergy. Whoever first programs that body, that battery body, after that it will function forever with that programming. If I believe energy and intensity are simultaneous happening, that way that battery will be charged. If I believe in my core, energy and intensity is separate and one has to be compromised for the other, it will be charged that way. It will continue to function in that way. Listen. cognitions matter in circuit of physics, because chemistry of the physics functions by cognition. One of the biggest stupidity modern day education is suffering is separation of the subjects. Instead of teaching the oneness of the universe, separation of the subject. In Ayurvedic tradition, if you go diagnosis, medicine, making medicine, pharmacist, everything end to end one person. Go to allopathy, right eye separate person, left eye separate person, diagnosis separate person, studying the diagnosis and reporting to you is separate person, cure deduction is separate person, pharmacy is separate person, collecting the things needed for the medicine is separate person. Separation makes things more and more complicated. The whole modern education is fundamentally separation based. Unfortunately, maybe next 10 years, even our Gurukula has to suffer that, because till I create the alternative mechanism as a living reality and make it, give the confidence, hope I will not take 10 years. I should not take 10 years. But till then, we are also suffering with the modern education. Understand, if a child is taught chemistry is separate, English is separate, sacred arts is separate, geography is separate, biology is separate, you destroyed him. After that, how much ever you teach him, you destroyed him. You need to teach him the brain which downloads and understands all the circuit, which can cut across. Bhur swaha tat saviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi diyo yona prachodayat. Let me meditate on that energy which sharpens my intelligence, which can cut across everything and reveal its revelations to me. That is education. Sharpening thee, not dumping memory. Whole Western education is expanding chitta. Whole Eastern education is sharpening buddhi. Ability to download the circuits. Modern education brainwashes a man about ability to download circuits. It says very clearly, you can excel if you collect memories, concepts, past experiences of one tradition. You can excel. Understand? Excellence-based education is Macaulay's. Acceleration-based education is Sadashiva's. You are constantly triggered, accelerated. Both are totally different, completely different. Ability to see through, ability to accelerate yourself, ability to be realizing MC is your state. No M, no C, separately. Intensity and continuity is natural. See, whenever you get high, you always believe that is not going to be natural. You feel, okay, satsang I heard, so I am in a high. Maybe by tomorrow noon I will settle down, then we will talk. Even you tell that. You are so clear. The intensity is not going to be continued. You believe it so strong and you want to conform to that belief. Intensity is energy, continuity is matter. And the brain, which is made to believe both are not one, suffers forever. This is what I call bipolar disorder. This is what is cosmic bipolar disorder. If you are made to believe intensity and continuity are separate, that's called cosmic bipolar disorder. Which is not, understand, this, you call this as a matter because it is continuous. Naturally it has intensity. You call the sound as energy because it comes and goes. But you need to know that also has a continuity. Continuity and intensity are not guna, they are subhava. Guna is different, subhava is different. Attribute and attitude is different. Natural, spontaneous existence is different. Attributing attitude. See, you attribute something to somebody, that's called judging. He carries sometimes some things and sometimes not that same thing. That's called attitude. What he carries, which is impermanent, is attitude. What you dump on him, which is also impermanent, is attribute. Attitude and attribute is guna. What others believe you carry or what you believe you carry for some time is called guna. If you go and read the Sanskrit dictionary, definition of the word guna, this is the precise definition. Swabhava means, even in the deep sleep somebody slaps you and wakes you up, how you express you, that is swabhava. A spontaneous, natural expression, swabhava. Continuity is the swabhava of intensity, not attribute of intensity. Intensity is the swabhava of continuity, not attribute of one and the other. will build the Agastya's battery. No, we'll have to prove this, because from whom you take Shaktipada matters. See, we'll put book to Agastya's battery. One, a common man who believes intensity and continuity are not same, he puts his hand and charges through his bioelectricity. In another one battery, I put where I have cognized intensity and continuity are one and the same. I put the hand and energize it. This battery need to be recharged, and this battery will never need to be recharged. Understand? Listen. Even these circuits, when you read this Agastya's battery, if your brain has cognized intensity and continuity are one and the same, that circuit will be completely revealed to you. A brain which has never cognized, if he reads that same circuit, he will understand only that much. That is what is right persons need to decode the Shastras. Who commends, who initiates matters. From whom you receive Shaktipada matters. From whom you receive Shaktipada matters. Same copper, if it is touched by the brain which believes intensity and continuity are different, it will hold that energy, need to be recharged again and again once in 12 years. If it is touched by the brain which realizes intensity and continuity are not too different, they are subhava of same space, it gets energized and it radiates energy forever. No pratishta, no visarjana is required after that. It becomes alive forever. And the most beautiful thing I am seeing, the biology which is the body, the ground on which everything is happening. You need to understand, that is why in Hindu tradition, geography is worshipped as biology, Bhuma Devi. All geography is revered as biology in Hindu tradition. All rivers, all hills, earth, everything is biology. Geography is biology in Hinduism. Body. In Sanskrit, if you see, the whole thing, the whole geography, where things happen, is named only as biology. Hill is a biology. River is a biology. Earth is a biology, Bhuma Devi. Whether in naming or glorifying or research and analysis in any level, West never brings biology into the fantasy of geography. In Hindu tradition, always biology is the fantasy of geography. Understand? Naming and faming is fantasy. Naming and shaming is judging. Naming and fame, I'm repeating, listen. Naming and faming is fantasy. When we see the river, we name and fame. Kaveri, biology. Naming and shaming is judging. So, throughout, in Hindu tradition, always biology was considered as the fame of geography. Now, this satsang is not for watching once. You need to watch at least 5-6 times. Other than how to make atom bomb, I think I have spoken. I tell you, if you had hot flash, even once while you are asleep, hot flash, sometimes the hormonal imbalance women may go through during their periods and menopause, men may go through when they are too low or too high, that hot flashes. Understand? A person with jata will never go through hot flash. Try. If you had hot flashes, after jata, just see, you will not have hot flash. It's a use of jata. Note down. Understand? Biology is the glory of geography, not as accidental way. We know that is the reality. And next, listen. The resource, Ganga, even though she is a geography, she is revered as a biology, and she replenishes herself from the source Sadashiva. That is why coming from Sadashiva's head. Description. Circuits of biology, circuits of chemistry, circuits of physics, resource, action, reaction, which causes the happening physics. See, source means resource, biology. The action and reaction is chemistry. Its manifestation happening is physics. If you want to fly, the Vedic aircraft, all these three, listen, the aircraft, the biology, the body, is kept in the right temperature needed for your body by the support of your body only. There is no separate circuit. And that same circuit only generates the energy of accelerating the equipment. And the same energy only moves physically in physical reality. No three separate mechanism to keep the air pressure inside the flight. One separate mechanism is used in aircraft, and to create the pressure, the engine, separate fuel is used, separate energy is generated to push That is separate circuit. The third, this movement happening is balanced and kept up and up and low, or increasing or lowering the speed based on the way we want. The physics, chemistry, biology of aircraft is separate because it is conceived by the brain, which believes intensity and continuity is separate. But Bharadwaja, his brain does not believe intensity and continuity is separate. He knows both are one and the same. So, you use the same hand to keep the temperature and the air pressure of the cabin, and the same hand only as the fuel to move, and the same hand only as the physical manipulation of increasing or lowering the speed or the height or the landing and taking off and everything. If any of you are from the field of this aircraft, you will understand the whole aircraft is only this 3 circuit. That's all. After that, this air hostess giving you brandy, beer, whiskey, and that is separate. Now, I am not talking about that. Fundamentally, the aircraft is only this 3 circuit. These 3 are not separated in Bharadwaja's circuits, because chemistry and biology of the physics and chemistry of biology, physicality of the chemistry is one and the same. Physicality of biology and chemistry of biology and physics, and alchemy of biology and physics. See, physics, chemistry and biology, chemistry is physics and biology, biology's chemistry and physics is one and the same. Shiva, Shakti, Kumara, Soma, Asi, Skanda. Soma is biology, Asi, chemistry, Skanda, physics. The whole Soma Skanda is one and the same. All you need is only one person who knows little bit of this aeronautic science and my cognition of what I am saying. With this context, if you read the Bharadwaja's circuits, over, done. We have, I don't know, Nobel Prize. I am not interested in that. Anybody who knows little aeronautic, in that field little knowledge, if you listen to this satsang from this context, read the Bharadwaja's verses, you can get Nobel Prizes. Fundamentally, you need to look at the aircraft, the physics, chemistry and biology is separated by the constipated brain. See, if somebody disturbs you, it is conspiracy. If you disturb you, it is constipation. Understand? If you see all the three circuits as oneness, from that understanding, if you see Bharadwaja's verses and sutras, you will simply create something extraordinary which does not need any energy from sun. All these stupid things, solar powered, all these stupid. I am telling you, I am going to outdate all the solar powered, lunar powered, everything. That, what do you call, air powered, whatever. It is all going to be now conscious power. If you are empowering it. That's all. Get into the aircraft, it will fly, it will listen to you, that's it. I tell you, let this be on record. If the Silicon Valley decides to use the Ganga Mati, means 20 feet deeper than the water level in Ganga, where the water stops and mud starts, 20 feet down, take that silicon and program, you can create artificial intelligence silicon which listens and manifests 1,000 times more intensely than the silicon you are using now. The silicon you are using, its ability to receive command and manifest it. Understand? Most of you would have seen, our guys were moving the matter on the tablet. Some people are even commenting, oh, that tablet gets switched on and that vibration. No, it's lie. You can easily move on the tablet. Why? You know, that silicon listens and gives the instruction. That silicon receives your instruction, amplifies and tells the matter, it moves. Easy. And now I am telling you, get the plate made by Ganga Mati and keep it on that and move, it will move 100 times more speed. Only thing, around 10 feet mud has been destroyed already by the leather industry. So go 20 feet. That's all. 20 feet below it's still organic. 10 feet has been destroyed by this leather industry and all the non-organic abusal. If you go above the Gangotri, then even on the floor, means on the bed, what you get also is enough. Because there is no abusal, there is no non-organic, there is no disrespect done to mother. She is pure as she is. The Chandalas, even if you see them, it is dangerous. This only. Ganga, even seeing them is dangerous. Even if they see you all full, happy, blissful, they can't. Listen, one more thing. All knowledge, instruction, length-based, like laptops, computers, iPhones, for all of that, use the chip from Ganga Mati. All the music storage apps, visual storage apps, use Yamuna Mati. Yamuna is the stream of art, Krishna. Ganga is the stream of knowledge, Shiva. all kind of this robo where it needs to process information and need to take decision. Use Saraswatis. It is independent intelligence. In Brahmana's house, Saraswati is the decider. In Vaishnava's house, the lady keeps the whole wealth under the control. In Shaivaite's house, off, energy. It's a thought current and lifestyle. Saraswati. The silicon of Saraswati, if you take and filter the silicon and make the chips for wherever you need artificial intelligence, it will help you 1,000 times. Let this all be in record. I'll prove all this. You will see. Because these are all chemically awakened, physically manifesting proven biology. It is already, this biology is already used for alchemy and it has already been established. It is success for all this kind of activities. For all these kind of happenings. I tell you, all the Hindu gods and goddesses, their forms are nothing but the circuits seen by our rishis when they manifest those powers. The light circuit appears in the brain. For example, the knowledge, the light circuit appears in their brain is Mahasaraswati. So the same dhyana sloka which they delivered, if you meditate, that same light circuit will be awakened in you. That is why the dhyana should be done with the dhyana sloka, not some shunya. சொந்த காசில் போயடா சூனியம் வச்சுப்பீங்க. இருக்கிற சூனியம் போதாதுன்னு எவனோ ஏவி விடுறான் சூனியத்தியான். All dhyana should be done with the dhyana sloka. Anybody who does dhyana without dhyana sloka falls into Sunya, depression. The Sunya meditations are the most dangerous. Never get into that. As if already you are not depressed. It is like a pig feels too dirty smell and puts the nose into the drainage. Only if you take the face out, head out, the nose can smell the dirty smell. So put the nose into the drainage, no smell is felt, you see. That is what is depressed people putting themselves into Sunya meditation. Understand? What I will call an organic brain, you know. When you read a dhyana sloka and understand, just if that form you are able to carve it in your brain without missing a leg or a hand or a neck or a ayuda or any part, you are an organic brain. Just you recite the dhyana sloka and you are able to just visualize and keep the visualization alive. Your brain is organic brain. This is a definition of an organic brain. I tell you, somebody wrote coffee is banned in the Sangha. No, coffee and chocolate is not banned. I am only asking you guys to do it organically and have it. Because in Bhaga Shastra both are mentioned, and I have also experimented organic coffee and chocolate helps you to awaken this ability to keep the visualization for long. So organic coffee and organic chocolate is not only accepted, encouraged. Like neem juice, organic coffee and organic chocolate, both. Unfortunately, you guys were told about neem juice by your granny, but told about that coffee and chocolate by your fanny. That is why all the time you fantasize about that and you hate this. But both are doing the same effect in the brain, so I don't have a problem, have both. What is there? I do not have anything called right, wrong, left, center and all that. I look at only one thing, whether it supports you to do the manifest powers of Sadashivatva, that's all, nothing else. Even Nirahara Samyama helps in a big way to make your brain into organic brain. If you do Nirahara, your ability to retain that energy circuit of Dhyana Sloka in your system drastically goes up. That is why Upavasa during the Vratas, and as you are asked to meditate with the Upavasa, with less food or less job for the stomach, you will be able to, your brain is capable of retaining the energy circuits and manifesting the powers. That is why the higher the energy, more hands and more heads are described, because your brain needs to hold on. Your brain needs to grow such subtle way. I tell you, on banana leaf, apply the ghee and eat the pure Kaveri organic ponni rice. The ability of your brain to grow subtle grooves, an ability to hold the higher understandings and visualizations. Hey, it is not a joke. 47% of Indian IAS is from Tambras, one organization. You think it is an accident? And 50% of Microsoft is Tamil, Telugu, Kannada Brahmins. You think it is an accident? And that 50% also because that country does not allow freely. If that country freely allows, Bill Gates will not have even a second person, anybody other than Tamil, Telugu, Kannada Brahmins. It's all not accident. But unfortunately, the next generation will not have that ability. That's the most unfortunate thing. Because of abusive entertainment. Understand, any intensity, if your brain is not able to keep it up as continuity, it is abusive entertainment. That's the definition of abusive entertainment. In my days, what was my entertainment? The elders will read Mahabharata and tell the stories. That intensity, my brain can keep it as continuity for however long I want. My brain will not be tired, my body will not be lethargic. Intensity kept continuity is usage. Intensity not kept continuously is abusage. This is the definition in every level. Go and work out this definition in every level. Any brain grown with the entertainment of intensity continuity thanks to late invention of television. If I am revealing the power manifestation science to all of you, thanks to late import of television. Our kids should be taught by reading the Dhyana Sloka, visualizing the deities. And drawing them or carving them or making them with your own hands. Biology is you, chemistry is the Dhyana Sloka and visualization, making them or carving them or painting them is physics. And I tell you, whenever I made deities out of clay, my body shapes will get shaped in the same way I have seen. I have seen that happening in my life. So just reading the Dhyana Sloka or seeing the statue, imbibing it in the brain and reproducing it back, your body will get carved. These are all the ways. Basic education is this only. This is what is called primal education, not primary education. Primal education. Where a child, by the simple instruction of words, is capable of visualizing and holding and reproducing that in the form of painting or art or a carving or anything. This is fundamentally the primary organic brain growing exercise and education. This kind of brain can cut across chemistry, biology, physics, anything, geography, anything. Anyhow, soon there will be a time where we will not have any of the so-called syllabus. I will evolve a Gurukul when I am able to establish and prove my science works to the world. Whatever I teach in the satsang, only that will be taught to the kids. They will be made to manifest that through the acharyas. That will be the real Nithyananda Gurukul. Today I have spoken all this. Kids should go and study tomorrow whole Bharadwaja's Vaimanika Shastra from this understanding and the modern day flying aeronautics. Both will be compared and presented. Kids will just reinvent those sutras and formulas and circuits and draw them and bring them next day. This is the way Kailash will function. Soon it will happen. We are evolving. We just need few brains which will mirror my circuits. The mirror neuron should happen. At least if few hundred kids evolve to that state, we can demonstrate it to the world, then people will have a guts, courage, confidence in trusting us. Like how now we establish the fundamentals of the power manifestation science as true. I'll evolve and establish the fundamentals of the Vedic education is true. See, fundamental of the Vedic education is D. D means capacity to cut across and understand anything in the universe. That is what is given to you as an initiation as Gayatri. Bhurbhuvasvaha tat saviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Let me meditate on that which awakens my the ability to cut across everything and see. If you are given this Gayatri by the brain which cognizes the intensity and continuity is one and the same, you are blessed. Because this seed will work in you with this Saktipada. Intensity and continuity is one and the same. Understand? Even if you cognize intensity and continuity is one and the same, almost 99% of your psychological mental problems will go away. All the depression will go away. See, fundamentally, if I am allowed to do only this downloading work, we would have created the Nithyananda Gurukul even now. Even now we would have done the work which I am supposed to do. With this, every statement of today's satsang is essence of today's satsang. So the powerful cognition for today's satsang is, every statement of today's satsang is the essence of today's satsang. So listen to this satsang at least 10 times. With this, I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhatvaita Saivam, Maha Sadashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
With your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
படைகொண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம். சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம். பக்தனின் கூரை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம். கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவம். படைகொண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம். சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம். பக்தனின் கூரை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம். கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவமே. இடிக்குது கேளுடா, சிவ எழுந்து வர்றான் பாருடா. தக தக நீ பிடிக்குதா, கொடி கோட்டை தாண்டி பறக்குதா. சிவரூபம் தரித்து வந்து முக்காலம் கடந்து சென்று முடிவில்லா வாழ்க்கை தந்து குலங்காக்கும் சாதா சிவனே. சொல்லிய பொய்கள் பல நூறு சொன்னாலுமே உன் புகழ் மாறாது. தகதிமி தகதிமி தாளம் இது, அதை அடக்கி ஆட இனி முடியாது. ஆதி ஜோதி அவதாரம் எடுத்து வந்தவன். சாவ கண்டு பயமும் இல்ல ஆள பிறந்தவன். அழியாத தெய்வ பூமி காக்க வளர்ந்தவன். கொள்கைக்காக எதையும் மறக்க துறக்க துணிஞ்சவன். சைவினமே பெற்ற புல்ல செந்தமிழும் நாவில் துள்ள. பாதையில தடைகள் பால தகர்ந்து உலகை வெல்ல. வைகையே வறண்ட போதும் வாழ்வினமே வீழ்ந்த போதும் வரலாறே மறைந்த போதும் மனங்காத்த சொக்கநாத நித்திய துணையும் இருக்க தோல்வியே இல்லை. அவன் பாசத்துக்கு ஈடு இணை எதுவுமே இல்லை. என் அப்பனே நீ வந்துட்ட, என் துக்கத்தை எல்லாம் போக்கிட்ட. என் சிவனே நீ வந்துட்ட, வேண்டும் வரமெல்லாம் தந்துட்ட. நீ கடந்து சென்ற பாதையில் தங்க கோவில் கட்டியாளுற ஒரு வரமும் நீ தரணும். உன் மூச்சு காற்றுல வாழணும். வாழ்வின் கீதம் அது நித்யானந்தமே. உலகெங்கும் ஒலிக்கும் ஓசை நித்யானந்தமே. என்றும் மாறாத சக்தி ஒன்று நித்யானந்தமே. கைதையை அமைத்து ஆளும் நித்யானந்தமே. படைகொண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம். சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம். பக்தனின் கூரை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம். கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவம். படைகொண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம். சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம். பக்தனின் கூரை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம். கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவமே.
His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, reviver of Sri Kailasa, the greatest Hindu nation. Conscious music, Sattvic beats, NMHK. Check it out. Is that all that we know how to do? Making assumptions about life all day and don't forget the night too. Suddenly we think we're bigger than the game. We get caught in ourselves, but at the end we still the same. Boom, drop, it's gone. The positivity, we forgot that we're a seed. We forgot we possibility. Time's up folks, time to open our eye. Shikalasa shining bright, time to fly. The avatar is back, alive. The space is open wide. Thrive, don't be stupid, stop wasting your life. Take ownership for your light. Take ownership for your life. Take ownership to stand upright. Take ownership, reclaim your might. Yeah, that's right, reclaim your might. Your might. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Vanvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Namo Nithyanandaya Paramashivam. Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. Yes, he's back. The avatar is in the body. That's a fact. He's had to wake up and jump on the track. Shikalasa was given its life back. News say the avatar is under attack, but as a matter of fact, he's safe and protected. He's intact. Let the clouds clear out. Listen to his words, no doubt. Oneness with the Guru, that's the best route. When you listen to his words, you sprout. Bring listening to your space. Erase and see how ignorance vanishes with his grace. Vanishes. with His grace. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Vanvaditam Gagana Sadrisham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Namo Nithyanandaya Paramashivam Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. Time to realize that life is a mirror. Everything you experience, you're the creator. Paramashiva pervades all, that's for sure. Remembrance liberates, put it on a shirt. Put it on a shirt, yeah, put it on a shirt. Remembrance liberates, that's for sure. Time to realize that life is for others. Get blessings from your mother. Seek a blissful life with the oneness flavor. The avatar is back for that. To initiate you so that you drop the chit chat. And at the same time the shit chat. Wait, did I hear you right? Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Vanvaditam Gagana Sadrisham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Namo Nithyanandaya Paramashivam Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. If you're still wondering who I'm talking about, well, open your ears wide and hear me out. Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. You might want to check him out. Warning, you might then be hugging bliss till the end of your life. Like bees hug their hive, like car lovers hug their drive, but maybe not like a man hugs his wife. Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे.
Like he always did, he created a buzz with the simple blink of an eyelid. As a village boy and the president, running a nation 110%. The golden Raja with the jasmine scent, the holy Godzilla, the ego killer. The pure truth to the world he presents. He's the true master, the real karma blaster. A dose of his truth fills you with fire, raises you to Kailasa. Higher and higher, simple Shakti path, you straight into bliss. All incompletions are completely dismissed. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. Sous toutes ses formes, il se manifeste. Il est conscience, partout imprégné. Existence immaculée, il est céleste, pourtant incarné dans la réalité. Il célèbre son existence dans l'unité, existant dans le présent et non dans le passé. Irradiant l'extase éternelle, félicité. Une bénédiction, une dose de bliss en condensé. Éternel et donc toujours présent, jamais en arrière, toujours en avant, innocent et donc toujours puissant, inébranlable, volonté persistante. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering clap cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. By the power of his being, he ascends the throne as he makes things happen and always will. In the enlightened space, by his gurus he was grown, oozing out of compassion as he's always filled. Like a lion in the zone he owns, from his fearless roar let the truth be shown. Poof, like magic ignorance is blown, while the pure space of enlightenment is grown. As a glorious king straight on the throne, the cherry on top just like a gemstone. He sits in the space fresher than cologne, having Shakti flowing through his backbone. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bank, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering clap cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped.
அருமருந்தே அண்ணாமலையோனே ஆனந்த நித்யனே அகருள் மாய்ப்பவனே சிறிதே சிந்தை இறங்கி கருதும் எக்கணத்திலும் எம் கண்முன்னே நீயாடிவ அழகு திருநடமிடும் எங்கள் அம்மையப்பனே பழகு தமிழில் உனைப்பா இன்பமாக மாற்றிவிடும் இந்த விதி மாற்றி நித்யானந்தமாக ஏற்றும் நித்யானந்தனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. மின்னலென நித்த நீயும் கால்கள் பின்னாடுவதும் இன்னல் உருவான வாழ்வை இன்பமாக மாற்றிவிடும் இந்த விதி மாற்றி நித்யானந்தமாக ஏற்றும் நித்யானந்தனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. மோதும் வினையாவும் வித்தின் பாதம் கண்டிடும் நேரம் நீதும் தெளிவாகி நன்மையாக மாறக்கூடும். விதி மாற்றிடும் காத்தமை ஏற்றிடும் விதிகள் செய்துவிட தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. உன்னெழிலாதனின் கண்களும் ஆடிட காதலங்கு பொங்கிடும் கங்கையாய் அன்பெனும் வெள்ளமாயோட சிந்தும் புன்னகை சிந்தையின் சீற்றங்கள் யாவையும் வென்று வீடும் சுத்திரம் தந்திடும் அல்லவா. உன்னெழிலாதனின் கண்களும் ஆடிட காதலங்கு பொங்கிடும் கங்கையாய் அன்பெனும் வெள்ளமாயோட சிந்தும் புன்னகை சிந்தையின் சீற்றங்கள் யாவையும் வென்று வீடும் சுத்திரம் தந்திடும் அல்லவா. காவி உடையாட அது காமனை வெல்லும் அல்லவா. பேதை எம் வாழ்வை அது பேரொழியாக்கும் அல்லவா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. நித்தனவன் கைகள் ஆட பொய்கள் யாவும் நீங்கிட கொண்ட விரல் யாவும் ஆட அண்டமே குத்தாடிட. நித்தனவன் கைகள் ஆட பொய்கள் யாவும் நீங்கிட கொண்ட விரல் யாவும் ஆட அண்டமே குத்தாடிட. சின்ன தெளிய சத்தியம் தரும் நித்திய குருவாகிவிட. சின்ன தெளிய சத்தியம் தரும் நித்திய குருவாகிவிட. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. மேகாலயாய் திரண்ட நித்தனவன் கூந்தலாட தேகமதில் தேங்கும் எந்த திராநோயும் தீர்ந்துவிட. இன்றவனை எங்கும் உயிர்க்காக நீயும் ஆட வேண்டும் நித்யனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. மேகாலயாய் திரண்ட நித்தனவன் கூந்தலாட தேகமதில் தேங்கும் எந்த திராநோயும் தீர்ந்துவிட. இன்றவனை எங்கும் உயிர்க்காக நீயும் ஆட வேண்டும் நித்யனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. தானீர் குழையாட மனக்கள்ளங்கள் யாவும் ஓட தேடும் அந்த ஞானம் தரும் தான பாதையில் கூட உன்னை சேர்ந்திட ஞானத்தில் ஆண்டிட ஞானமும் கொண்டு விட. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. நித்தனவன் பொன் கழுத்தில் ஆடும் மாலையாடிட எண்ணிலடங்காத மாயையாவும் அங்கே வீழ்ந்திட. நித்தனவன் பொன் கழுத்தில் ஆடும் மாலையாடிட எண்ணிலடங்காத மாயையாவும் அங்கே வீழ்ந்திட. வகையற்றிடும் சத்தங்களிலே ஆழ்ந்து மனம் அமைதி பெற. வகையற்றிடும் சத்தங்களிலே ஆழ்ந்து மனம் அமைதி பெற. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா கிரி சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. விண்ணுமணி மகுடமாட மெய்மையாவும் ஓங்கிட்ட. தங்க உத்திராட்சமாட தீமையாவும் நீங்கிட்ட. விண்ணுமணி மகுட ஊட்ட மாட்ட மெய்மையாவும் ஓங்கிட்ட தக உத்திராட்ச மாட்ட தீமையாவும் நீங்கிட அச்சம் கொன்றிட ஆசை வென்றிட அழுமன மடக்கி விட அச்சம் கொன்றிட ஆசை வென்றிட அழுமன மடக்கி விட தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடிவா தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா இரு சக்தியே நீ ஆடிவா அன்னை உருவாக எங்கள் அழகு தெய்வம் ஆடிட தந்தை என்ன வீரம் கொண்டு சூலம் கையை தாங்கிட அன்னை உருவாக எங்கள் அழகு தெய்வம் ஆடிட தந்தை என்ன வீரம் கொண்டு சூலம் கையை தாங்கிட கொஞ்சம் சிரிப்பாய் சொன்ன சொற்களோ கொண்டையிடர் போக்கிவிட கொஞ்சம் சிரிப்பாய் சொன்ன சொற்களோ கொண்டையிடர் போக்கிவிட தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடிவா தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடிவா தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடிவா தக 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 தகவன ஆடிவா நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடிவா पाशनाश नीलकण्ठते नमो नित्याय शर्मदाय वर्य भस्मकण्ठते नमो नित्याय निर्ममर्षि सेवितोपकण्ठते नमो नित्याय कुर्महेन तीर्णमद्विकुण्ठते नमो नित्याय इष्टपाधिपाय नम्र विष्णवे नमो नित्याय शिष्टविप्रहृत्कुपाचरिष्णवे नमो नित्याय इष्टवस्तु नित्यतुष्ट जिष्णवे नमो नित्याय कष्टनाशनाय लोकजिष्णवे नमो नित्याय अप्रमेय दिव्य सुप्रभावते नमो नित्याय सत्प्रपन्न रक्षण स्वभावते नमो नित्याय स्वप्रकाश निस्तुलानुभावते नमो नित्याय विप्रडिम्ब दर्शितार्द्रभावते नमो नित्याय सेवकाय मे मृड प्रसीदते नमो नित्याय भावलभ्यतावक प्रसादते नमो नित्याय भावकाक्ष देव पूज्य पादते नमो नित्याय कामकाङ्ग्रि भक्तदत्त मोदते नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे मुक्ति मुक्ति दिव्य भोगदायिने नमो नित्याय शक्ति कल्पित प्रपंच भागिने नमो नित्याय भक्त संकटापहार योगिने नमो नित्याय युक्त सन्मनः सरोज योगिने नमो नित्याय अंतकांतकाय पापहारिणे नमो नित्याय शन्तमाय दन्ति चर्मधारिणे नमो नित्याय संतताश्रितव्यथा विदारिणे नमो नित्याय जन्तुजात नित्य सौख्यकारिणे नमो नित्याय शूलिने नमो नमः कपालिने नमो नित्याय पालिने विरिञ्चि मुण्डमालिने नमो नित्याय लीलिने विशेष रुण्डमालिने नमो नित्याय शीलिने नमः प्रपुण्यशालिने नमो नित्याय मुक्ति मुक्ति दिव्य भोगदायिने नमो नित्याय शक्ति कल्पित प्रपंच भागिने नमो नित्याय भक्त संकटापहार योगिने नमो नित्याय युक्त सन्मनः सरोज योगिने नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे नित्यानन्द नित्या हरे
शम्भो 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 हर 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 शङ्कर शङ्कर हर 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 शङ्कर शङ्कर ईशा गिरीशा नरेशा परेशा महेशा बिलेशा ईश गिरीश नरेश परेश महेश बिलेश यभूषण भो शाम्ब सदाशिव शम्भो शङ्कर शरणं मे तव शरणयुगम् उमया दिव्य सुमङ्गल विग्रह या लिङ्गित वामाङ्ग विभो शाम्ब सदाशिव शम्भो शङ्कर शरणं मे तव शरणयुगम् दूरीकुरु मामज्ञमनाथं दूरीकुरु मे दुरितं भो शाम्ब सदाशिव शम्भो शङ्कर शरणं मे तव शरणयुगम् शाम्ब सदाशिव शम्भो शङ्कर शरणं मे तव
படைகுண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம் சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம் பக்தனின் கூரை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம் கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவம் படைகுண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம் சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம் பக்தனின் கூரை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம் கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவமே இடிக்குது கேளுடா சிவ எழுந்து வர்றான் பாருடா தக தகதி பிடிக்குதா கொடி கோட்டை தாண்டி பறக்குதா சிவரூபம் தரித்து வந்து முக்காலம் கடந்து சென்று முடிவில்லா வாழ்க்கை தந்து குலங்காக்கும் சாதா சிவனை சொல்லிய பொய்கள் பல நூறு சொன்னாலுமே உன் புகழ் மாறாது தகதிமி தாளம் இது அதை அடக்கி ஆட இனி முடியாது ஆதி ஜோதி அவதாரன் எடுத்து வந்தவன் சாவ கண்டு பயமும் இல்ல ஆள பிறந்தவன் அழியாத தெய்வ பூமி காக்க வளர்ந்தவன் கொள்கைக்காக எதையும் மறக்க துறக்க துணிஞ்சவன் சைவினமே பெற்ற புல்ல செந்தமிழும் நாவில் துள்ள பாதையில தடைகள் பல தகர்ந்து உலகை வெல்ல வைகையே வறண்ட போதும் வாழ்வினமே வீழ்ந்த போதும் வரலாறே மறைந்த போதும் வணங்காத சொக்கநாதனப்ப நித்திய துணையும் இருக்க தோல்வியே இல்லை அவன் பாசத்துக்கு ஈடு இணை எதுவுமே இல்லை என் அப்பனே நீ வந்துட்ட என் துக்கத்தை எல்லாம் போக்கிட்ட என் சிவனே நீ வந்துட்ட வெண்டு வரமெல்லாம் தந்துட்ட நீ கடந்து சென்ற பாதையில் தங்க கோவில் கட்டியாளுற ஒரு வரமும் நீ தரணும் உன் மூச்சு காற்றுல வாழணும் வாழ்வின் கீதம் அது நித்யானந்தமே உலகெங்கும் ஒலிக்கும் ஓசை நித்யானந்தமே என்றும் மாறாத சக்தி ஒன்று நித்யானந்தமே கைலையை அமைத்து ஆளும் நித்யானந்தனே படைகுண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம் சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம் பக்தனின் கூரை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம் கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவம் படைகுண்டு திரும்ப வரான் கலியுக அவதாரம் சிவனோட சக்தி சேர்ந்து ஆள போகும் புது யுகம் பக்தனின் கூரை போக்க எடுத்து வரான் விஸ்வரூபம் கருணையே குருவாய் வந்த நித்யானந்த பரமசிவமே
His Divine Holiness Bhagwan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, reviver of Sri Kailasa, the greatest Hindu nation. Conscious music, Sattvic beats, NMHK. Check it out. Is that all that we know how to do? Making assumptions about life all day and don't forget the night too. Suddenly we think we're bigger than the game. We get caught in ourselves, but at the end we still the same. Boom, drop, it's gone. The positivity, we forgot that we're a seed. We forgot we possibility. Time's up, folks, time to open our eye. Shikalasa shining bright, time to fly. The avatar is back, alive. The space is open wide. Thrive, don't be stupid, stop wasting your life. Take ownership for your light. Take ownership for your life. Take ownership to stand upright. Take ownership, reclaim your might. Yeah, that's right, reclaim your might. Your might. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Vanvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Namo Nithyanandaya Paramashivam Jnanamulam Gurur Murti Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Jnanamulam Gurur Murti Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. Yes, he's back. The avatar is in the body, that's a fact. He's had to wake up and jump on the track. Shikalasa was given its life back. News say the avatar is under attack, but as a matter of fact, he's safe and protected, he's intact. Let the clouds clear out, listen to his words, no doubt. Oneness with the Guru, that's the best route. When you listen to his words, you sprout. Bring listening to your space, erase and see how ignorance vanishes with his grace. Vanishes with with His grace. Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Vanvaditam Gaghana Sadrisham Ekam Nityam Vimalamatchalam Namo Nithyanandaya Paramashivam Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. Time to realize that life is a mirror. Everything you experience, you're the creator. Paramashiva pervades all, that's for sure. Remembrance liberates, put it on a shirt. Put it on a shirt, yeah, put it on a shirt. Remembrance liberates, that's for sure. Time to realize that life is for others. Get blessings from your mother. Seek a blissful life with the oneness flavor. The avatar is back for that. To initiate you so that you drop the chit chat. And at the same time the shit chat. Wait, did I hear you right? Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Vanvaditam Gaghana Sadrisham Ekam Nityam Vimalamatchalam Namo Nithyanandaya Paramashivam Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa. If you're still wondering who I'm talking about, well, open your ears wide and hear me out. Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. You might want to check him out. Warning, you might then be hugging bliss till the end of your life. Like bees hug their hive, like car lovers hug their drive, but maybe not like a man hugs his wife. Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa.
परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्म संस्थापनार्थाय संभवामि युगे युगे.
Like he always did, he created a buzz with the simple blink of an eyelid. As a village boy and a president, running a nation 110%. The golden Raja with the jasmine scent, the holy Godzilla, the ego killer. The pure truth to the world he presents. He's the true master, the real karma blaster. A dose of his truth fills you with fire, raises you to Kailasa. Higher and higher, simple Shakti Pad, you're straight into bliss. All incompletions are completely dismissed. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. Sous toutes ses formes, il se manifeste. Il est conscience, partout imprégné. Existence immaculée, il est céleste, pourtant incarné dans la réalité. Il célèbre son existence dans l'unité, existant dans le présent et non dans le passé. Irradiant l'extase éternelle, félicité. Une bénédiction, une dose de bliss en condensé. Éternel et donc toujours présent, jamais en arrière, toujours en avant, innocent et donc toujours puissant, inébranlable, volonté persistante. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped. By the power of his being, he ascends the throne as he makes things happen and always will. In the enlightened space, by his gurus he was grown, oozing out of compassion as he's always filled. Like a lion in the zone he owns, from his fearless roar let the truth be shown. Poof, like magic ignorance is blown, while the pure space of enlightenment is grown. As a glorious king straight on the throne, the cherry on top just like a gemstone. He sits in the space fresher than cologne, having Shakti flowing through his backbone. I am the Paramashiva, Shiva. The me in the me is in you as me. You are the Paramashiva, Shiva. The you in the you sees you in me. We are the Paramashiva, Shiva. Living in Kailasa, the place to be. Nithyananda Paramashiva brought Kailasa back on the map. With a flag, a bang, done deal, it's a wrap. No gap, cheering, clap, cause he's jacked. The true Guruji is back, that's a fact. The bliss of the avatar gets unwrapped.
அருமருந்தே அண்ணாமலையோனே ஆனந்த நித்தியனே அகருள் மாய்ப்பவனே சிறிதே சிந்தை இறங்கி கருதும் எக்கணத்திலும் எம் கண்முன்னே நீயாடிவா அழகு திருநடமிடும் எங்கள் அம்மையப்பனே பழகு தமிழில் உன்னை பாடி நின்றோம் தூயவனே ஞானவனே நித்யானந்தனே தெய்வ திருநடமாடிவா தெய்வ திருநடமாடிவா குருவாக மாற்றிவிடும் இந்த விதி மாற்றி நித்யானந்தமாக ஏற்றும் நித்யானந்தனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. மோதும் வினையாவும் வித்தின் பாதம் கண்டிடும் நேரம் நீதும் தெளிவாகி நன்மையாக மாறக்கூடும். விதி மாற்றிடும் வார்த்தைமை ஏற்றிடும் விதிகள் செய்துவிட தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. உன்னெழிலாதனின் கண்களும் ஆடிட காதலங்கு பொங்கிடும் கங்கையாய் அன்பெனும் வெள்ளமாயோட சிந்தும் புன்னகை சிந்தையின் சீற்றங்கள் யாவையும் வென்று வீடும் சுத்திரம் தந்திடும் அல்லவா. உன்னெழிலாதனின் கண்களும் ஆடிட காதலங்கு பொங்கிடும் கங்கையாய் அன்பெனும் வெள்ளமாயோட சிந்தும் புன்னகை சிந்தையின் சீற்றங்கள் யாவையும் வென்று வீடும் சுத்திரம் தந்திடும் அல்லவா. காவி உடையாட அது காமனை வெல்லும் அல்லவா. பேதை எம் வாழ்வை அது பேரொழியாக்கும் அல்லவா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. நித்தனவன் கைகள் ஆட பொய்கள் யாவும் நீங்கிட கொண்ட விரல் யாவும் ஆட அண்டமே குத்தாடிட. நித்தனவன் கைகள் ஆட பொய்கள் யாவும் நீங்கிட கொண்ட விரல் யாவும் ஆட அண்டமே குத்தாடிட. சின்ன தெளிய சத்தியம் தரும் நித்திய குருவாகிவிட. சின்ன தெளிய சத்தியம் தரும் நித்திய குருவாகிவிட. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. மேகாலயாய் திரண்ட நித்தனவன் கூந்தலாட தேகமதில் தேங்கும் எந்த திராநோயும் தீர்ந்துவிட. இன்றவனை எங்கும் உயிர்க்காக நீயும் ஆட வேண்டும் நித்யனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. மேகாலயாய் திரண்ட நித்தனவன் கூந்தலாட தேகமதில் தேங்கும் எந்த திராநோயும் தீர்ந்துவிட. இன்றவனை எங்கும் உயிர்க்காக நீயும் ஆட வேண்டும் நித்யனே நீ ஆடி ஆடி வா. தானீர் குழையாட மனக்கள்ளங்கள் யாவும் ஓட தேடும் அந்த ஞானம் தரும் ஞான பாதையில் கூட உன்னை சேர்ந்திட ஞானத்தில் ஆண்டிட ஞானமும் கொண்டு விட. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. நித்தனவன் பொன் கழுத்தில் ஆடும் மாலையாடிட எண்ணிலடங்காத மாயையாவும் அங்கே வீழ்ந்திட. நித்தனவன் பொன் கழுத்தில் ஆடும் மாலையாடிட எண்ணிலடங்காத மாயையாவும் அங்கே வீழ்ந்திட. வகையற்றிடும் சத்தங்களிலே ஆழ்ந்து மனம் அமைதி பெற. வகையற்றிடும் சத்தங்களிலே ஆழ்ந்து மனம் அமைதி பெற. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா குருநாதனே நீ ஆடி வா. தக 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 தகவன ஆடி வா. நித்யானந்தா இறை சக்தியே நீ ஆடி வா. மின்னுமணி மகுடமாட மெய்மையாவும் ஓங்கிட்ட. தங்க உத்திராட்சமாட தீமையாவும் நீங்கிட்ட. மின்னுமணி மகுடமாட மெய்மையாவும் ஓங்கிட்ட. தங்க உத்திராட்சமாட தீமையாவும் நீங்கிட்ட. அச்சம் கொன்றிட ஆசை வென்றிட அழுமன மடக்கிவிட. அச்சம் கொன்றிட ஆசை வென்றிட அழுமன மடக்கிவிட. தக 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 தகவன लोकबन्धवे नमो नित्याय नामशोषितान मध्वबान्धवे नमो नित्याय पामरेतरप्रधान बन्धवे नमो नित्याय कालभीत विप्रपाल पालते नमो नित्याय शूलभिन्न दुष्ट दक्ष पालते नमो नित्याय मूलकारणाय कालकालते नमो नित्याय पालयाधुना दयाल वालते नमो नित्याय इष्टवस्तु मुख्यदान हेतवे नमो नित्याय दुष्ट दैत्य वंश धूमकेतवे नमो नित्याय सृष्टिरक्षणाय धर्मसेतवे नमो नित्याय अष्टमूर्तये वृषेन्द्र केतवे नमो नित्याय आपदत्रिभेदटङ्कहस्तते नमो नित्याय पापहारि दिव्य सिन्धुमस्तते नमो नित्याय पापदारिणे लसन्नमस्तते नमो नित्याय शापदोषखण्डन प्रशस्तते नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे व्योमकेश दिव्य भव्य रूपते नमो नित्याय हेम मेदिनी धरेन्द्र चापते नमो नित्याय नाम मात्र दग्ध सर्व पापते नमो नित्याय कामनैकतान कृद्दुरापते नमो नित्याय ब्रह्ममस्तकावली निबद्धते नमो नित्याय जिह्वगेन्द्र कुण्डल प्रसिद्धते नमो नित्याय ब्रह्मणे प्रणीत वेद पद्धते नमो नित्याय जिह्वकाल देह दत्त पद्धते नमो नित्याय कामनाशनाय शुद्ध कर्मणे नमो नित्याय सामगान जायमान शर्मणे नमो नित्याय हेमकन्ति चाकचक्य वर्मणे नमो नित्याय सामजासुरांग लब्ध चर्मणे नमो नित्याय जन्म मृत्यु घोर दुःख हारिणे नमो नित्याय चिन्मयैक रूप देह धारिणे नमो नित्याय मन्मनोरथावपूर्तिकारिणे नमो नित्याय सन्मनोगताय कामवैरिणे नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे यक्षराजबन्धवे दयालवे नमो नित्याय दक्षपाणि शोभिकाञ्चनालवे नमो नित्याय पक्षिराजवागहृच्छयालवे नमो नित्याय अक्षिपाल वेदभूततालवे नमो नित्याय दक्षहस्तनिष्ठजात वेदसे नमो नित्याय अक्षरात्मने नमाध्वडौचसे नमो नित्याय दीक्षित प्रकाशितात्म तेजसे नमो नित्याय अक्षराजवाहते सताङ्गते नमो नित्याय राजदाचलेन्द्र सानुवासिने नमो नित्याय राजमान नित्य मन्दहासिने नमो नित्याय राजघोरकावतं सभासिने नमो नित्याय नित्याय अङ्गजारये करे कुरङ्गते नमो नित्याय ईशितक्षणप्रदान हेतवे नमो नित्याय आहिताग्निपालकोक्षकेतवे नमो नित्याय देहि कान्तिधूतरौप्य धातवे नमो नित्याय गेकदुःखपुञ्ज धूमकेतवे नमो नित्याय रक्षदीन सत्कृपाकटाक्षते नमो नित्याय दक्ष सप्तदन्तुनाश दक्षते नमो नित्याय रूक्षराजभानुपावकाक्षते नमो नित्याय रक्ष मां प्रपन्नमात्र रक्षते नमो नित्याय यङ्कुप्राणये शिवङ्कराय ते नमो नित्याय सङ्कटाधितेन किङ्कराय ते नमो नित्याय अङ्कभीषिताभयङ्कराय ते नमो नित्याय पङ्कजाननाय शङ्कराय ते नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे कर्मपाशनाश नीलकण्ठते नमो नित्याय शर्मदाय वर्य भस्मकण्ठते नमो नित्याय निर्ममर्षि सेवितोपकण्ठते नमो नित्याय कुर्महेन तीर्णमद्विकुण्ठते नमो नित्याय विष्णपाधिपाय नम्र विष्णवे नमो नित्याय शिष्टविप्रहृत्कुपाचरिष्णवे नमो नित्याय इष्टवस्तु नित्यतुष्ट जिष्णवे नमो नित्याय कष्टनाशनाय लोकजिष्णवे नमो नित्याय अप्रमेय दिव्य सुप्रभावते नमो नित्याय सत्प्रपन्न रक्षण स्वभावते नमो नित्याय स्वप्रकाश निस्तुलानुभावते नमो नित्याय विप्रडिम्ब दर्शितार्द्रभावते नमो नित्याय सेवकाय मे मृड प्रसीदते नमो नित्याय भावलभ्यतावक प्रसादते नमो नित्याय भावकाक्ष देव पूज्य पादते नमो नित्याय कामकाङ्ग्रि भक्तदत्त मोदते नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे मुक्ति मुक्ति दिव्य भोगदायिने नमो नित्याय शक्ति कल्पित प्रपंच भागिने नमो नित्याय भक्त संकटापहार योगिने नमो नित्याय युक्त सन्मनः सरोज योगिने नमो नित्याय अंतकांतकाय पापहारिणे नमो नित्याय शन्तमाय दन्ति चर्मधारिणे नमो नित्याय सन्तताश्रितव्यथा विदारिणे नमो नित्याय जन्तुजात नित्य सौख्यकारिणे नमो नित्याय शूलिने नमो नमः कपालिने नमो नित्याय पालिने विरिञ्चि मुण्डमालिने नमो नित्याय लीलिने विशेषरुण्डमालिने नमो नित्याय शीलिने नमः प्रपुण्यशालिने नमो नित्याय मुक्ति मुक्ति दिव्य भोगदायिने नमो नित्याय शक्ति कल्पित प्रपंच भागिने नमो नित्याय भक्त संकटापहार योगिने नमो नित्याय युक्त सन्मनः सरोज योगिने नमो नित्याय नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे नित्यानन्दा नित्या हरे
शम्भो 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 हर 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 शङ्कर शङ्कर हर 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 शङ्कर शङ्कर ईशा गिरीशा नरेशा परेशा महेशा बिलेशा ईश गिरीश नरेश परेश महेश बिलेश यभूषण भो शाम्ब सदा शिव शम्भो शङ्कर शरणं मे तव शरणयुगम् उमया आराध्य विभो